All right, Shalom Akim. First and foremost, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash.
and double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone. Salutations to all the Akim out there pushing the word. Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash, in truth and sincerity. Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Rakakwadash, Rakakwadash, you all. All right, so we're the brothers from Great Millstone, Miami. I'm the brother Lawyer.
Jeremiah.
And the topic that we're going to go into today will be how prophecy shows that we have the truth. Okay, we're just going to go through various precepts, showing, bringing out the prophecies, okay, and explaining how they came to pass, breaking them down, man. All right, and that's what it is, man. The scriptures say we have the more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, man. That's since, I believe that's since Second Peter's, man. Okay, if not First Peter's, man, one of them. All right, but yeah, man. Okay, the Most High's words don't go out void, man. The ancient prophets spoke as they were moved by the Holy Spirit, man, and that's why we see what we see happening today, man. Okay, Second Peter chapter 1, okay, verse 19, it says, we have also a more sure word of prophecy, whereunto ye do well that ye take heed, as unto a light that shineth in a dark place until the day dawn, and the day star arise in your hearts. Knowing this first, that no prophecy of the scripture is of any private interpretation, for the prophecy came not in old time by the will of man, but by holy men of the Most High, spake as they were moved by the Holy Spirit, man. And the Most High is not a man that he should lie, neither is he the son of man that he should repent, man. So he put the Spirit upon the ancient prophets to speak the word, man, and it came to pass, man. Okay? All right, so that's what we're going to go into in this lesson. Lord willing, this video is edifying. You got it, bro.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. It says, and the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships,
Right?
by the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Right. So the Lord prophesied to the nation of Israel, okay, that it was going to go into Egypt again with ships, man. Okay, that was the final nail in the coffin of the curses that the Lord was going to bring upon his people, man, for their disobedience, man. Okay, and which people went into slavery on slave ships into a new Egypt, man. Okay, it was you so-called Negroes, okay, West Indians and Haitians, man. You were taken off of the coast of West Africa, okay, out of Africa, and you were brought over here in slave ships, man, to America, man. Okay, and this is that new Egypt, man. Okay, especially you Judites, man, predominantly you, man. You were brought over here to the Americas, man. So this prophecy has been fulfilled, man. Okay, and what does Egypt mean? Okay, it goes back to the Hebrew word matazarium, which means double straits, man. Okay, meaning an extremely difficult position, man. Okay, and that's what our people have suffered, man. Straits, the struggle, man. Okay, and we haven't seen our homeland, okay, since we were kicked out, man. Since we've been scattered there, okay, around the time of 70 AD, man. Okay.
You know, Jay had a yoke of iron on their necks too.
Right.
Chained up with the yoke of iron.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the scriptures. That's in the curses too as well.
Right. Deuteronomy 28 and 48.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord shall send against thee, in hunger and thirst and in nakedness and in want of all things, and he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee, man. Okay, you can look it up, yoke of iron on Google, man. You see a bunch of Negroes with chains on their neck, man. Okay, and you'll see sometimes you still see Northern Kingdom with that too, man.
Yep.
Okay, so the prophecies have come true, man. Okay, we were sold into slavery, man. All right, Northern Kingdom and Southern Kingdom, man. You got it, bro.
Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, by the way whereof I spake unto thee.
Mm-hmm.
Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen, and no man shall buy you.
Right, and we were sold, man, until your enemies, man. Okay, you were sold, man. All right.
That's right.
On those auction blocks, man, as bondmen and as bondwomen, and no man shall buy you, man. None of the leaders and the rulers of our people, okay, that our people look to, all right, both Northern and Southern Kingdom, all right, have been redeemed from the condition that they in, man. Okay, under our enemies, man, these Edomites, man. Okay.
Right.
All right, we're waiting for Yahweh to come and redeem us, man. Okay, Yahweh to come back in the chariots to redeem the remnant of his people, man, from the land of the north, man.
Right.
Okay.
That's right.
I'm gonna get Second Ezra chapter 13. Okay, concerning Northern Kingdom, man. All right, this is Second Ezra chapter 13, verse 40. It says, "Those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoner out of their own land in the time of Osea, okay, Hosea the king, whom Shalmaneser the king of Assyria led away captive. and he carried them over the rivers, and so they came into another land. So this is going into the time of the northern kingdom being taken down by the king of Assyria, okay, Shalmaneser, who took the northern kingdom into slavery into Assyria, man, okay. All right, and it describes what happened to those 10 tribes, man, of the northern kingdom. All right, verse 41. But they took this counsel among themselves that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a further country where never mankind dwelt, man. Okay, and that part of the world, the eastern hemisphere, was already inhabited, man. Africa, Europe, Asia, okay, Australia, man. Okay, all those parts of that area of the world was already inhabited, man. Okay, so this is the land, Arsareth, that was where never mankind dwelt, man. Okay, that actually people set up shop and lived here from generation to generation, man. Okay, verse 42. It says that they might keep their statutes, which they never kept in their own land, and they entered into Euphrates by the narrow passage of the river. Okay, so they went through the Euphrates River. All right, they went southward. For the Most High shewed them signs and held still the flood till they were passed over. So the Most High helped control the weather. Okay, the Lord helped hold still the flood, man. Okay, so that they could safely navigate the ocean, man, and the river, man. Okay, so they were safely passed over. For through that country there was a great way to go, namely 1.5 years, and the same region is called Arsareth, man. Okay, and that's how the northern kingdom got over here, man. That's why you have the Hebrew relics, okay, all over the Americas, man. The Las Lunas stones, okay, the Bat Creek stones, man. Okay, that's why you see Gad with the fringes, man. Okay, that's why you see northern kingdom with the colorful garments, man. Okay, all right. Why? Because they're Israelites, man. Okay, they're the 10 tribes, man. They practiced circumcision. They had certain dietary laws, okay, and so on and so forth, man. All right, so that prophecy came to pass, man. We got the truth, man. Okay, you got Hosea?
Yeah, 1 second. Hosea chapter 1, verse 9. It reads, it says, then said the Most High, call his name Lo Ami, for ye are not my people, and I will not be your God.
Right, and Lo Ami was the name of Hosea's son, man. Okay, and the reason why the Most High told him to name him Lo Ami, which in the Hebrew is La'amiyah, all right, which means not my people, because the Lord pretty much was angry at Israel, man. All right, and prophesied to Israel that they wouldn't be his people anymore, man. Okay, and Israel, this will continue from their heritage, man. That's how Israel became Gentiles, man. All right, that's the mystery of the Gentiles, man. In these latter days, we have departed. Okay, our people departed from the knowledge of who they were, man, and acknowledging that they were the people of the Heavenly Father, okay, and that He was their God, man. Okay.
Verse 10. Yet the number of the children of Yasharallah shall be as the sand of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power.
And that's what's happening, okay? In the place that was said unto them, ye are not my people, there shall it be said unto them, ye are the sons of the living power, man.
Right.
Okay? And we, at this point in our nation's history, when we were brought over here, in these latter days, that falling away came, all Israel fell away, man. Okay? All Israel fell away. All right? And so now is the time where the Most High has put the Spirit upon His prophets to raise up again and to let our people know who they are, man. And they're acknowledging themselves as the sons of the living power, man. Okay? So that's all according to prophecy, man. The Great Awakening, man. Israel waking up, man. I want to bring out a precept for that real quick. Okay, Isaiah 44. All right, Isaiah 44. You can bring out the next precept. This is Isaiah 44 and 2. Okay, it says, thus saith the Lord that made thee and that formed thee from the womb, which will help thee. Fear not, O Jacob, my servant, and thou Jeshurun, whom I have chosen. For I will pour water upon him that is thirsty, and floods upon the dry ground. I will pour my spirit upon thy seed, and my blessing upon thy offspring, man. Okay, so the Lord has poured His Spirit upon the seed of Israel, man. Why? Because we were that valley of dry bones, man. Okay, and they shall spring up as among the grass and as willows by the water's courses, man. That's why Jake is waking up all over the world, man. That's why you see all these different camps, man. Okay, why? Because the Lord has poured out His Spirit upon Israel, man. Okay, verse 5, it says, one shall say, I am the Lord's, and another shall call himself by the name of Jacob. And another shall subscribe with his hand unto the Lord, and shall surname himself by the name of Israel, man. Okay, so going from calling yourself whatever you were calling yourself, Black, Hispanic, Latino, Native American, West Indian, West African, whatever, man. Now acknowledging that what you're an Israelite, man. Okay, we are the seed of Jacob, man. We are the people of the Lord Yahweh, man. Okay.
That's right. This is the book of Daniel. Daniel chapter 7. Verse 1. It says, in the first year of Belshazzar, king of Babylon, Daniel had a dream and visions of his head upon his bed. And then he wrote the dream and told the sum of the matters.
Right.
Daniel spake and said, I saw in my vision by night, and behold, the four winds of the heaven strove upon the great sea. And four great beasts came up from the sea, diverse one from another.
Right, okay, and what is Daniel seeing? Daniel is seeing a vision of the four empires, the four major empires that was going to reign in that region of the world, man. Okay, well, the Assyrian Babylonians, okay, the Medo-Persians, all right, the Greeks and the Romans, man. Okay, and of course Rome came out back as NATO in the EU, okay, spearheaded by Babylon the Great, which is America, which rides the beast, man. Okay. All right, so that's what Daniel is seeing, man, and that played out in history. You had the Assyrian Babylonian Empire.
Right.
You had the Medo-Persian Empire that took down the Assyrian Babylonians,
right.
and you had the Greeks that took down the Persians, the Medo-Persians, and you had the Romans that took down the Greeks.
It's on Google.
It's on Google. Like, you can look this up, bro.
It's in secular history.
Right.
Like scholars talk about it.
Exactly, man.
You know, it's facts.
Facts.
It really happened.
God.
That's what validates this Bible to be true.
Right.
The prophecies came to pass, and this is a real book, and we're living out the book as we speak.
That's right. That's right.
We're living out the book as we speak right now.
God.
Jump to verse 17, right?
Yeah.
It says, these great beasts, which are four kings, which shall arise out of the earth.
Right, okay, these great kings are four kings which shall arise out of the earth, man. Four kingdoms, man. All right, those four empires, the Assyrian Babylonian Empire, the Medo-Persian Empire came after, the Greek Empire came after that, and then the Roman Empire came after that. They fell, all right, and then the Roman Empire came back, okay, all right, as NATO and the EU spearheaded by Babylon the Great America, man. All right, that actually happened, man. All right, we see that happening, and we saw it actually happened and played out in history, man. Okay, so hey, man, we got the truth, man. Ain't no reason to doubt, man.
Right.
We got the truth, man. The sure word of prophecy, man. Okay.
It's Daniel chapter 8, verse 1. In the third year of the reign of King Belshazzar, a vision appeared unto me, even unto me, Daniel, after that which appeared unto me at the first. And I saw in the vision, and it came to pass when I saw that I was at Shushan in the palace, which is in the province of Elam, and I saw in the vision, and I was by the river of Ulai.
Right. So Daniel is having another vision, like the vision that he had in Daniel 7, man. Okay, and that vision that Daniel had in Daniel 7, all right, was those beasts were supposed to represent empires, man. All right, people want to joke at the Bible, you know, oh, it talks about dragons and all these weird beasts. The Bible is a fairy tale. It's a parable, dummy. It's a dream, stupid. Damn, bro. But yeah, back to the point, he's having another vision, man. And this vision is of the Medo-Persian Empire and who took them down, man. Alexander the Great and the Greeks, man.
Right.
You got it, bro.
Verse 3, then I lifted up mine eyes and saw, and behold, there stood before the river a ram which had two horns. And the two horns were high, but one was higher than the other, and the higher came up last.
Right, okay, and that was what the Medo-Persians, man.
Right.
Okay, the Medo-Persian empires, the horns are supposed to represent the Medes and the Persians. Okay, all right, and at one point the Medes were and the Persians were equal. Okay, all right, but then the Persians came up above the Medes, man, and that's where you get the Achaemenid dynasty, man, from where you get what Cyrus, all right, Bardias, Smerdis. Okay, you get Darius and Xerxes in them, man.
Right.
Okay, all right, so the Persians came up above the Medes, man. All right.
They expanded the Medes' borders.
Exactly.
They expanded the territory. Verse 4. I saw the ram pushing westward and northward and southward, so that no beast might stand before him. Neither was there any that could deliver out of his hand.
Right.
But he did according to his will, became great.
Right. So they ruled some shit.
Right.
All right. The Persian Empire was one of the vastest empires in history, man. Okay. They had what 127 provinces, I believe, man. Okay. All right. Which would be like the United States has 50 states, but times 2.
Right.
Okay. and two and some change.
Right.
All right, so that was a big empire, man, from the rivers in India, okay, through Asia Minor. They even had puppet rulers ruling over the Greek colonies, man. All right, and they ended up taxing the Greeks. That's one of the reasons why you get the Greco-Persian Wars, man. Okay, and they also ruled Northern Africa, Egypt, okay, and Ethiopia, man. Okay, and the Levant, okay, Middle East, and so on and so forth, man. Okay, so that happened in history, man.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, bro.
Verse 5, and as I was considering, behold, an he-goat came from the west on the face of the whole earth, and touched not the ground, and the goat had a notable horn between his eyes. And that he-goat was talking about Alexander the Greek.
Right.
All right, and it says from the west, Macedonia, you know. And it says, verse 6, and he came to the ram that had two horns, which I had seen standing before the river, and ran unto him in the fear of his power. So, you know, Alexander the Greek, you know, in the Greeks, they took down the Persians and the Medes, man.
Right, and it said that he came upon them with the fury of his power, man.
Right.
Okay, so Alexander was like, I'm gonna take these people down, man.
Mm-hmm.
All right, he came hard and fast, man.
Yep.
Okay, and that was one of the lusts that Alexander the Great had and his father, man, to take down the Persian Empire, man, because that was considered suicide and insanity at the time, man. But Alexander did it, man. And as he was conquering, he was assimilating, all right, those people that he conquered into his empire, man, using their tactics, man, using their resources, man. Okay, and eventually he ended up taking down the Persian Empire, man. He ended up defeating Darius III, man. Okay, the king of Medo-Persia, man. That actually happened, man.
Right.
Okay.
Verse 7, and I saw him come close unto the ram, and he was moved with choler against them, meaning great anger, and smote the ram and brake his two horns, and there was no power in the ram to stand before him, but he cast him down to the ground and stamped upon him, and there was none that could deliver the ram out of his hand.
That's right.
Therefore the he-goat waxed very great, talking about Alexander the Great. And when he was strong, the great horn was broken, and for it came up four notable ones toward the four winds of heaven. And that's it.
Right. Right. It says therefore the he-goat waxed very great, and when he was strong,
Right.
the great horn was broken, and from it came four notable ones toward the four winds of heaven.
Talking about the generals.
We're talking about the four generals, man.
Right.
Okay.
That's Cassander, Ptolemy, Lysimachus, and Seleucid.
Solutions. That's it.
Yeah.
Yep. That's what happened, man.
That's what happened.
Okay, and in the same chapter, verse 20, it says, the ram which thou sawest having two horns are the kings of Media and Persia,
Right.
and the rough he-goat is the king of Grecia, okay? And the great horn that is between his eyes is the first king, Alexander the Great, okay? All right, he was the first king of a united Greek empire, man, okay? Because before him, all right, because Alexander is a Macedonian, man,
Right.
okay? And he took down the Greeks, man, okay? And he united the various Greek city-states, man, underneath one banner, man, to take down the Persians, man. Before it wasn't like that, man. The Greek city-states had their own means of government, man. Some of them had kings, some of them had democracies and stuff like that. Okay, but when Alexander came and he conquered the Greeks, all right, and he took on their customs, man, he had them under one king, man. Okay, even though he was a foreigner, man. All right, so that happened, man. Ain't no Bible the fairy tale bullshit out of here, man. That shit out of here, man. The Bible's the truth, man. We got the truth, man. Okay?
That's right. Second Esdras,
Yeah.
chapter 9, verse 1. It reads, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right, so the Lord told Esdras, you're going to see signs, and when you see just part of the signs, just know I'm at the door. Okay, I'm going to begin to visit the world which he made, man. You don't even have to see all of this, see part of the signs, man. Okay? Go ahead, bro.
Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Right, okay? So the Lord said uproars and earthquakes in the world, man. We see uproars, man.
Uproars in Bolivia, Spain,
Chile,
Haiti, Chile, Peru,
mm-hmm.
Mexico, Puerto Rico,
All over.
All over.
France.
Hong Kong, Paris,
London, Africa,
YouTube
the
it.
Middle East, Russia. Okay, all type of uproars happening, man.
That's
okay?
right.
All type of earthquakes in diverse places,
Right.
man. Yeah, man.
We at the end,
We
man.
at the end, bro. That's it.
That's
That's
it
all
right
I
there.
needed. That's all we
Got
needed.
Matthew,
bro.
right?
Yeah, Matthew
Yeah.
chapter 24, verse 6. Okay, because the disciples asked you, when shall be the signs of the times, okay,
Right.
and of the end of the world, man. Okay, verse 6 it says, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, which we hearing, okay.
Yeah.
See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation,
You saying that?
okay, and kingdom against kingdom,
Yep.
and there shall be famines, food shortages are on the rise. People talk
Yep.
about cannibalism, okay, all right, and pestilences, the Black Death, Ebola, okay,
You got these farmers committing suicide.
right, con, and earthquakes in diverse places, man. That's happening, bro. That's in the scriptures, man. That's in the
right.
scriptures, bro. You got it, man. 2 Ezra 15 and 11, I believe, man.
This
Okay.
is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 11. It reads,
You can go verse 14, Salaki.
verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands.
Right. So the riots happening, the protests happening.
Mhm.
That's happening, bro.
Sedition among men.
That's the point. Go ahead, bro.
Verse 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another, they shall not regard their king nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. We see that. We see the uproars of the people. And they actually have it live. Well, you can go on YouTube and see it live.
Right. Right. That's
you know?
it.
That's it.
Right. And then Yahushua said, "I'm come to bring fire upon the earth. What will I be already kindled?"
Right.
So the world is on fire. They actually had a headline: "The world is on fire." Protests happening all over the world. Then prior to that, the big story was what? Amazon on fire.
Yep.
This forest on fire. That so, and they're still on fire, man.
That's right.
You got fires in California, man. Okay.
Mhm.
And you stop it, man. This 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, you can get 2 Ezra. Okay, this 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 3, it says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that they shall not come except there come a falling away first, which our people fell away." Okay, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, man. And who's that man of sin, the son of perdition?
Edom.
Esau, Edom, man. Okay, he's being revealed, man. All right, so that's proof. Okay, who opposes and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped. Okay, he covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, wherein who is he? Okay, I will be like the Most High. I am a queen. I said a queen, and there is none beside me.
Right.
Okay, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Proud.
Okay, proud. Okay, so that he, as God, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing that he is the Most High, man, dwelling over there in the land of Israel, man, claiming that he's the people of the Lord, man. Okay, remember ye not that when I was with you, when I was yet with you, I told you these things, and now ye know what withholdeth, that he may be revealed in his time.
It's been revealed.
Right. He's being exposed, man.
Yep.
Esau is being searched out. For the mystery of iniquity doth already work. So he was working back then, okay? All right, as the Romans, man.
Mhm.
Okay, he was there back then, ruler. Only he who now letteth will let until he be taken out of the way. And then shall that wicked be revealed. Who are the wicked? Malachi chapter 1. The word of wickedness and people whom the Lord hath indignation forever, the Edomites, man. Okay?
Yep.
All right? And he's being revealed. He's being exposed, man.
Right.
Whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, raising up the prophets to condemn his ass, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, man.
Wow.
With all power and signs, man. He's ruling in the latter days, all power and signs,
Right.
and with lying wonders, man.
Lying wonders.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved, man.
Right.
LGBT, feminism, homosexuality, pedophilia, Christianity. Okay, all of his philosophies, his lies, his pseudoscience, evolution, and all that shit, atheism, man.
Hey, that's the image of the beast.
That's him, man. Okay, so it's true, man. The Bible is facts, man. Facts.
1 minute left.
Okay, you got it, bro.
Got 1 minute left. The 2nd Ezra chapter 6, verse
No, you can skip that. You could go to Revelation 8. Okay, get the mark of the beast precepts, man.
Revelation 8.
Mm-hmm. not Revelation 8, Revelation 13. Salah.
Revelation 13, verse 16. He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. All right? And that mark is, in the Greek, is charagma. All right? That's the Arafati chip. The mark of the beast is the Arafati chip. Charagma is the incision, the cut. All right? That's what they're trying to do. Who? The elites. So-called white men.
Yeah, they're trying to put a chip in you.
Right. And that no man might buy or sell save he that hath the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
That's what we seeing. You could stop right there. That's what we seeing. We see Esau pushing the chip, man. Okay, pushing an implantable microchip into your hand or your forehead so you can buy or sell, make transactions, man. They're doing over there in Sweden, and there are American companies that are doing that right now, man. And it's happening all over the world. Cashless society, man.
Yeah.
Look it up, man. Okay, so the Bible is the truth, man. It's all facts, man, according to prophecy, man. Because the spirit of Yahushai, the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy.
And the inventor of the chip said it's the mark of the beast.
Khan. Right. Hey, so that's it.
So with that, I'm going to give all praises to
Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakudash. Shalom.
Shalom.